Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I was coming on to show y'all a video or give y'all a video on how I clean my bell peppers and take the seeds out of them so I can dry them. This will be my first time doing it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I hope it be a success because I would like to grow my own bell peppers. Alright, I got some bell peppers that I'm cleaning, and I'm going to just cut them up and put them in my freezer so I have them whenever I need them. So, yeah. Me and Grandma, we just sit up here, and we're just fascinated by these bell peppers because some of them is making more bell peppers. As I say, they pregnant. See, they pregnant. Look at this one, Grandma. I call them pregnant when they be like this. They be growing another bell pepper. Just in case you want to know how to clean a bell pepper, what I do is, I'll show you on the next one. Okay, so what I do is, I first take them and stick them in my sink and wash them. I wash them in some salt water, to clean all the dirt off of them and people that's been touching them and stuff like that. I clean them in salt water. So, what you're gonna do is, what I do is, I take my bell pepper. This is the top part of it. This is the bottom. If you want to try to get your seeds and stuff out of it and save your seeds, and to keep from cutting into that seed that's in the center, you're gonna go into the bell pepper, not all the way through, but halfway, and just come across at the top. Try not to go all the way to the center. You can feel it when you do hit it. When you feel that you hit it, just pull back out a little bit and just come around. You're not cutting all the way through. You're cutting halfway through. Just enough so you can be able to spread it open just like this. So it's still attached on this side. So what I'm going to do is, when you pull it apart, the center is still attached. So then what you do is you grab, this is the top with the root part. So you're going to grab that, and you see how that just lift up out of there? Just like that. And now you got the whole thing. And you just clean this part to make it easier for yourself if you can't do it, just by going around just like that. To make it easier for yourself, just break it down to a smaller piece. Clean all the white out. Clean out the little white. Throw that away. Throw that away. And now you got a clean bell pepper. And you just take it and you dice it up or however you want them. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the seeds off. And what I'm hoping to do is let these seeds dry out and grow me some bell peppers on my porch in the flower pot. I've done some carrots and what else I did? Oh, some green onions. And so what I did was I took my green onions and I left the roots to them and just a little bit of onion to them. I just cut them down what I wanted and cut them up, cut some of the tops off and put them in the freezer. And the root part of it, I put them in a glass so they can keep growing. And I got them sitting in my kitchen on the counter. And to just get the seeds off of here, you can just use your hand. It's easier to use your hand to get them off instead of trying to use a knife. And some of the good green parts that's around this, I just break it off. Like those. And put them with the rest of my good bell pepper. That's all you do. I have some bell peppers and I have some of these. I guess these would be like banana peppers or something. I really don't know what they is, but that's what I think they are, banana peppers. And I'm going to try to grow some of these too. And I'm going to clean these the same way that I'm cleaning my bell peppers. So I just wanted to come and give y'all a little content for today. And I might come back and show you guys how. I think I got something else to clean too. No. Do I have something else to clean? No, I just have some spinach I need to blanch and so I can put it in my freezer. And wash my fruits and get those put up in the refrigerator. And that's about it. Hey y'all, I'm just grating lemons, and what I'm gonna do is I have all of these lemons that I don't want to get rid of and I don't want to go bad. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my lemons and I'm grating them and I'm getting the zest off of them, and I'm gonna take the zest and I'm gonna freeze the zest, and then I'm gonna slice the lemons and layer them in a pan, one single layer, stick them in the freezer so they can freeze individually. Then I'm gonna take them and put them in a Ziploc bag. So the only thing I did was I washed all my lemons first. And I just want to grate these down to get the zest off, because you know zest, you need it sometimes when you're baking and in different recipes. So you'll always have zest on hand. You'll never have to go to the store and buy a lemon just to get some zest. Especially if you don't eat lemons, which I love lemons, but I'm not going to eat all these lemons. So just grate it down and collect it. Use your zest and stick it in the freezer. Y'all, these little hacks is good to know, because stuff is getting expensive. And if you learn how to preserve what you have, then you should never want for anything. Okay. So far, I had my doggone grater the wrong way. I had it on the other side instead of this side, but it's okay. So far, I was wondering why I wasn't going in there. So far, this is what I have. So when I get all my lemons grated, I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so now I'm on my last lemon, and I'm about to grate it. And as you can see, I got all those zested. And I got quite a bit of zest from those lemons. I'll show you that in just a second. All right. So, I'll slide this out. And as you can see from those lemons, that's what I got. All that zest. And that's probably about a cup. Well, let's say 2 cups. But I think it's about a cup. If I measure it. No. It was a cup and a half of zest that I got. So, now what I'm about to do is I'm going to cut them up into rings, and I'll be back to show y'all what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lemon zest. I'm going to label my bag lemon zest. And then I'm going to write the month. And I don't even know what the date is, but the year. And that's good enough. Okay? Just like that. Then I'm going to take it. And what do I do with my knife? You had that knife. I'm going to take it and I'm going to dump it in my bag. So now when I need some lemon zest, I got some. And I ain't got to run to the store and buy a lemon just for the zest. Just take this, squeeze all the air out the bag. Seal it up and stick it in the freezer. And bam! There you go. So now we're about to get the lemons up. I gotta find my knife. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm gonna do is I have my pan lined, and in between each single layer of lemons, I'm gonna put a piece of parchment paper, and I'm gonna put these in the freezer and let them fully freeze by themselves. Then we can take them out, put them in the bag, so you don't have to worry about them sticking together. So to do that, I'm gonna take my lemon, and I'm just gonna slice them into rings. Just like if you was to slice them and put them on top of your whatever lemon type meat. Or if you make smoothies and you need lemons, this is perfect for that. So only thing we're gonna do is, now it's easy for you to punch your seeds out. Just like that. And then you're gonna take them. Once you get them prepared, I'm gonna go this way. You're gonna take them. Just lay them in your pan. When you get all of them, a whole single row, take another piece of parchment paper and lay it on top and keep going till you finish. Over there you see Grandma, she's cutting up the lemons, just like how we did with the the onions. Just how we did with the bell peppers, that's how she's doing the onions. Get you a few of them cut up at a time, and then you can go back and poke the seeds out. Just kind of like pepper go by a little quicker. I'm quite sure in whatever way that you would like to cut this up, it'll be fine. If you want to cut them up in wedges, which I think I'm going to cut some of them in wedges. And some rings. Because I like to have wedges when I squeeze my lemon juice over my muscles. Alright, so yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that. And like I told y'all, with the onions, what Grandma's doing is she was gonna dice the onions, but these onion peels and stuff, you save that for when you make your chicken broth. And she haven't started cutting them up yet. She just peeling them so far, so I'll let y'all see that part whenever we get to cutting up the onions. We're gonna take those and stick them in the freezer just as well. Preserve everything you got so it don't go bad. That's the key to saving money. Some people may laugh at you, talk about you, whatever, but at the end of the day, you're not out at the store running and buying the same thing over and over because it went bad. You're wasting money like that. Money don't fall off trees. I wish it did, because none of us have problems at all if money fell off trees. I'm quite sure we'll have a whole lot of trees in our yard. So preserve what you got, make it last as long as you can, so you don't have to keep buying the same stuff over and over. All right, I'm learning this myself, so as I learn stuff, I bring it to y'all so y'all can learn. Because just because one person knows, these little tricks to saving money and preserving things, don't mean that everybody knows. Because I never knew that you can do this with lemons. But I know I had so many lemons, I didn't want them to go bad, and I love lemon. I eat lemons like oranges. So I didn't want my lemons to go bad. And so to preserve them, I went and watched a YouTube video to see how to save my lemons. So yeah, same thing with the onions. I've always cut my onions up and put them in the freezer and made a trinity with bell pepper, onions, and celery. But I never thought to save the skins, because when you make your chicken broth, you're going to strain it anyway. So why use your onions and put it in there when you can wash the skins and stuff before you start peeling them and cutting them up, and just put it in your bag and stick it in the freezer. So when you do make you some chicken broth, you can have the skins to throw in there. And once you strain everything, you're going to throw the onions, skins, and everything else away instead of throwing away your good onions. So that's just something to think about. Okay. Alright. So I got enough of them cut up. I'm going to go and lay them in my pan. Okay, so as you see, I have a layer of them down already. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my parchment paper and I'm going to put it right on top of them. And keep going from there. Just like that. Until you get all of them finished. Alrighty. Okay, y'all, so now I got all of them finished. That was the last layer of them. I probably got about 5-6 layers in there. So I'm gonna just take another piece of paper, put on top of them, and I'm gonna stick them in my deep freezer and let them freeze until tomorrow. Then I'm gonna just take them out and put them in my bags, in my Ziploc bag, gallon size bag. And now I have lemons for however long. So I want to thank y'all for watching this portion of the video, and I'll be back with the next. Alright, y'all, the lemons are frozen and I've taken them out the freezer, and so now what I'm about to do is bag them up. And as you can see, they are froze and they're not going to stick together now. So, see? So I just label one bag, and now I'm going to just put them in here and stick them back in the freezer. And that's all you got to do. And see, they pick up easily off of the paper. Some of them anyway. Alright, you guys, I want to thank y'all for watching my video. And I hope that you've enjoyed this kind of prep. And until next time, y'all be blessed. Peace.